Obviously, today's gospel is about vocation. Not necessarily about religious vocation, but about calling. Because every one of us baptized has got calling from our Lord Jesus. We need to follow Him. However, this passage reminds me some of my past experience, some 30 years ago, when I was considering my religious vocation to become a priest in the Franciscan order. At that time, of course, I was much younger than now what I am now. I was working in a bank as an internal auditor. What an internal auditor is supposed to do is to check people according to the rules and regulations. So I still remember vividly how when we, the whole team of staff, when we walked into the branch and all the staff, here comes the auditors. Oh, wow, they show respect to us, of course, in front of us, not behind. Who knows what they would say about us? It doesn't matter. Though I was junior, this career to me was quite with future, with prospect. And then it came the vocation, the priesthood vocation, because at the same time also consider I would like to become a priest, to serve the church. Lots of thoughts coming, going. What about if I fail? How I can face my friends, my relatives, my parents, especially because at that time my parents were not Catholics. So it's difficult. Well, my career, though it was in the very first stage, so to speak, it is something. It is my career. I might have a future, a bright future. Many thoughts coming and going. And then lastly, very simple. When I now at this very present moment, when I recall this memory, I think I was too simple at that time. It just I summarize all my questions, all my hesitations into one question. Life is just once. Life is just once. So I would like to do the most important thing in my life. So to me, what is the most important thing? What is the most important task that I would like to do in my life? The thing of Jesus Christ. The task of Jesus Christ. What He would like to do, what He would like me to do is the most important thing. So I made my decision to join the Franciscans. And now here I am. So when I got this, maybe this a kind of insight again, and I look at, when I also read this passage again, it tells me what blocked this young man, this rich young man, from following Jesus Christ. I'm convinced that it is not so much his possession that possessed him. It's not so much, but more is because his relation with Jesus Christ is not deep enough. Especially when Jesus, looking at him, loved him, tried his best to show his love, his care, his appreciation to him, to this young man. But this young man somehow his heart, his whole being is possessed by his possessions. He could not get this. He could not establish a deep relation with the Lord. So that's why he left sadly. In fact, every day in our everyday life, we give up things. We give up things. When we enter the supermarket, when we go to the shops, we give up our money. Isn't it right? We give up our money. We exchange. Because I want to have food. I want to eat this. I want to take this. So we give up money. It doesn't mean that money is nothing. No. Money is something valuable. But this is something that I would like to buy. I would like to have. So I give up money. So life is always in a course of changing. You exchange things. So the question is not whether to follow Jesus Christ or not, or whether to give up our possessions or not. No, it is a question of worthy or not. Is it worthy? In this way, I think we need to open ourselves to be touched by Jesus Christ, to feel His love. And once we've been touched by Him, then we have this dynamics, this energy to go forward. This year for our diocese is the year of the youth. I think you all know. Next year also, because our bishop has just made the decision that we continue one more year. But when we uphold something, when we focus at something, that means this something, there's problem. We need to do something for this. Why? For what purpose we dedicate this year for the youth? It is because in the church, not so many young people. This congregation is very rare. There's more young people than the adults, but it is a rare case in Hong Kong. We have many churches packed up with adults, but where are the young people? So how can we how can we attract young people to the church? I think Jesus showed us the way to do. Look at them with care, with love, with appreciation. One of my recent experiences, it touched me that love many times means listening to them, not so much sticking to my status of being an adult, know more things than the young people. Because in these recent weeks, I was working on the mission statement of the Diocesan Youth Commission to revise the mission commission, the mission statement of that commission. So I thought for weeks, and I worked out a revision, a revised version. So I thought to myself, this is quite good statement. And then I decided to ask my young people, that is the seminarians. So I copied my revised vision statement and I passed it to them. Please give your opinions, comment on this. And they really commented, and they gave their opinions. Mamma mia, They didn't respect my hard work. And they did something. They did say something which is correct. For example, they said, Bishop, you wrote here to form the young people to be a disciple of Jesus Christ. Of course, disciple of Jesus Christ, that's good. But to form them, it is something up down, because you are adult, you go there to form them. No, maybe it is better to use the terminology like accompany them, to walk with them. They are right. You see, love. I thought to myself afterwards, this is also a kind of love. By listening to them, showing our love to them, and they would be touched by the love of Jesus Christ through us. So let us first of all come to Jesus, listen to His work of love, and to receive Him, the Holy Eucharist. This is sacrament of love. And then with this love, we go to the young people in our families, in our congregation, in the place where we work, to show the love of Jesus Christ to them. Therefore, I would like to recommend you to bear this very short verse in mind. Here it comes. Jesus, looking at him, loved him. Very short, isn't it? Very short. Jesus, looking at him, loved him. It is from the Gospel of what? Gospel of Mark. Yeah, today's Gospel of Mark. Which chapter? Chapter 10. Which verse? 21. I check it for you. Of course, I have to do homework. Jesus, looking at him, loved him. Mark 10:21. Is it simple? Is it easy? So your turn. Come. Your turn. Jesus, looking at him, loved him. Mark 10:21. So now is the moment of silence. Let us pause before the Lord in our mind, thinking that at this very moment He is looking at me and showing me His love.